horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. It's time to do another contest entry video because my good friend Sean Erschen from the Horror Corner reached 600 subscribers, so obviously he's going to have a contest, and this is my contest entry. First of all, Sean, I want to congratulate you for getting 600 subscribers. You deserve it. The man has some awesome content. Not only is he a great fan of Hammer horror like myself, and of course, just as much as I love the Hammer Dracula series, he does. And this is for you, Sean. Get that thing out of my sight! I couldn't help it. You know I had to do that. I do that all the time when we have these videos like this. And so obviously he decided to have a contest, and this is my contest entry for this particular contest for Sean. He asked 5 questions, very interesting questions, and I like the first question that he asked. It's very difficult. The first question is, what is your favorite Christopher Lee performance in the film? That's a lot to choose from, and not just counting the Hammer Dracula horror series, but you also have, his performance as Scaramanga and the Man with the Golden Gun and James Bond. There's another movie, probably not one of his better performances. It was The Howling 2. He was in that one as well. Obviously, the Star Wars as Count Dooku, and obviously the Lord of the Rings as Sauron. So this guy has a Saruman. That's what I'm sorry about that. He's done a lot in his time period. So I really don't know what I would consider his best performance in the film. But you know me, I like to go off the grain here. And even though he only had a small appearance in this film, but it's just Christopher Lee with that deep baritone voice and his booming presence on the film. Is a little small appearance he had in Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow as the judge, and once he appears on the screen, and then you just see his voice, you're just captivated by looking at him. So even though it's a small appearance, I have to go with Sleepy Hollow. Now, question number 2: in which film did Bela Lugosi play Frankenstein's monster? Now, obviously, this is old school horror. And if you don't know your old school horror, most people will know, such as myself, that he played Frankenstein's monster in Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. Yes, that is not Boris Karloff, who played the monster in the original Frankenstein. Yes, that's Bela Lugosi. I really don't know the circumstances is the reason why they couldn't get Boris Karloff to portray the monster again, but that's Bela Lugosi all made up as Frankenstein monster and Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. So that's the question. That's the answer for question 2. Question number 3 is pretty easy one right here. Who played Jason in Friday the 13th Part 6? Jason Lives. Now, people might think, well, it's probably Kane Hodder. No, he did not play Jason until Jason 7, The New Blood. That's C.J. Graham. He's the one that played Jason. It was a pretty good job as Jason right there, though not as intimidating as Kane Hodder. Or I wouldn't say intimidating, not as much as I would say Kane Hodder did in The New Blood Part 7 and the subsequent films that he played Jason in. Or I don't think it's probably as intimidating as Derek Lees was in the Friday the 13th remake. But the answer for question number 3 is C.J. Graham. Question number 4, who played Jamie Lloyd in Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers? And no, it was not Danielle Harris. She did not play Jamie Lloyd. It was an actress called C.J. Brandy. She's the one that played a grown-up version of Jamie Lloyd. And a lot of people did not like that. They wanted Danielle Harris to come back in the films. They felt that was an insult. Just as much as she did not come back in the remake of Halloween or in Rob Zombie's remake. Well, that's right, she was in the Rob Zombie's remake. I'm getting ahead of myself right here. But C.J. Brandy is the one who played Jamie Lloyd in Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. And the 5th and final question, which version of Angela Baker from Sleepaway Camp franchise do you prefer? Felissa Rose or Pamela Springsteen? Now, both women had their own interpretation of Angela Baker in Sleepaway Camp franchise. Now, obviously, Felissa Rose, when she plays the younger version or the teenage version, she's reserved, she's quiet, she's a little bit of an introvert. So obviously, when we get to the ending of the film, the audience are shocked. Pamela Springsteen, who is Bruce Springsteen's sister, if you didn't know that, played a more over-the-top, very joyous, very dangerous Angela Baker, where she really doesn't hide the fact that she is a serial killer, and she's off her rails too. But to break it all down to it, I'm going to stick with Felissa Rose because I loved her performance. I love the fact that we don't know who the killer is. We all think it's a male. And again, once we find out who the killer is, we're surprised that it's her because of how great Felissa Rose played the character. So if I'm going to choose, it'll be Felissa Rose. So there you have it. Those are the answers to the questions. Once again, I want to thank Sean for getting us 600 subs. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description. So if you're not subscribed to Sean Ershen's channel, please subscribe it. He has some excellent content. Not only does he review old school horror reviews, he also has some other type. He's into heavy metal. He's the one that created the horror hangout that I am a part of. He also has the blood splatter trio. I'll get that right. The blood splatter trio. He's involved in that. He loves heavy metal as well. So once again, congratulations to you, Sean. And yeah, like he always does, the horror corner. I love doing that. And so that's my video for today, guys. Hope you did like, and if you did, please like and share it. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you're notified anytime when I put up new videos such as this one. Also, all my social media links will be in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules. I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.
No fair.